halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balazs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll run here with Balazs.
I got you, boy.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stay with your man. Switch it down.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Complete. Smith has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Ready up.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now.
Off play action. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
General West.
Hey. 4 down.
Bravo.
Chance.
Yeah. Shoot.
On 3rd and 2, Lawrence. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brooks. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Slam. X3. 218. Chop it. Check 3. 5.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
22 jet bomber. Lead grip.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's how we do it.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Ball's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 56 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Balaj. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Let's go. 60 or 55. Go.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
There. 50. Plant. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it with Balaj. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now Balaj, and he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. This is Scarborough. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Go. 2.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Lawrence uncorks one for Davis. It got his man complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
61.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Check. Protein spill. Buzz. Buzz.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Smoke.
Back to throw. Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On 3rd and 2, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
61, matchbox lights. Ready?
To throw on third down, Lawrence. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
Here we go.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 80 weapon. Hey. Snap.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Set, 8, read.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They'll run on first down. Brooks. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They will run with Grant. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check now. Leo, ready?
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
The stop made by Jarrell Casey.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it. Because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know you're with them.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Off the play fake, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
General West.
Throwing after the interception, Lawrence. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. Got him in. It's Brown. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 77 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with an extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
The pass on 2nd down. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, Echo. 37's the Mike. Mike 35.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Down. 18 Gator. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Toss play to Balaj. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Dolphins, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Titans, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.